I'm in my car now. There's too many people in there. They started coming in one by one. And anyway, last time I was talking to you, she got pregnant. They wanted to move to Illinois. And I thought, you know what? If you already have a job back there, that's fantastic. Because you really wasn't making it down here in California. So they packed up and they left. I was very sad by this, for the fact that I didn't know if I was going to have a granddaughter or a grandson. And I wanted to be there when the baby was born. But you want the best for your kids. So I gave my blessings and they took off. They moved in with some friends of his, supposedly 3 roommates. They all had jobs, supposedly. Well, none of them had a job. I found out later. Because I would call in the middle of the day and they would answer the phone. And I asked where Sarah was. And they said that she's next door babysitting, trying to make some extra dollars. And then in the background, I would hear screaming and crying. I didn't know what was going on. Sarah was crying because my son had punched her. I asked her why was somebody in the background crying? And he goes, oh, they're wrestling in the background, Mom. Don't worry about it. My gosh. You're so worried about everything. But it did sound like Sarah. I found out later it was Sarah. He had punched her. And the abusive became worse. Every time I would call, she would start speaking with a lower voice. She wasn't happy. She portrayed herself as being happy. She said, hi, hi. And I could just hear the hurt in her voice. And what really bothered me the most was, a long time ago, I remember her standing there and my son went to go tell her something and she flinched. She put her hands in front of her face. That should have gave me the clue right there that something was wrong. But I didn't see it. When a man comes up to you and you don't reach out for him, your partner that is, and they flinch, to put their hands in front of their face, that's a sign of him hitting her. He didn't hit her right there in front of me, but she flinched. She jumped back. I do remember that now. You look back at times and saw the signs there, but you never see them. So, supposedly, my son did get a job. That's what he said anyway. He didn't have a job. He was cheating on her, cheating on Sarah with his ex-wife. Sarah loved him. That's why she didn't leave him. It just ages you. It ages you badly. You can't get that back. Knowing that my son has gone, I can't get it back. I can't talk to him. And all the signs were there. Now later on, supposedly, I guess they had a really good spell of getting along. They started calling me, talking to me. She started calling me mom. It made me very happy. I asked her how the pregnancy was going. She said it was going great. I'd ask him. He says, Mom, it's going very well. And that he had gotten a raise from work. Which that wasn't true either. It was all one lie. Everything was a lie. He started hanging out with his ex-wife. Basically dating her. Left Sarah at home. And when she did have the baby, it got worse. The baby would cry. Ron would get mad. Tell him to shut the baby up. So she took him outside so he wouldn't bother my son.